7 ain't here tonight? Nope. Little 7, she ain't working tonight. I think she work part-time. She don't work full-time. What's up with it, y'all? About to talk about these bitches, man. Feel me? I'm about to talk about these bitches. These gold digging bitches, bruh. Like, damn, Shannon Sharpe, bro. Why did it have to be her though, bro? Why did you pick her? Why did you pick this woman, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what, bro? She didn't even really look all that good, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was like an average or below average looking woman, bro. She wasn't even top tier. Why did you always... I don't know why black men always go for low-hanging fruit. That's the reason why she got you, man, because she's low-hanging fruit. You know, low-hanging fruit, they tend to, like, cling on to, like, men of value, and they don't want to let you go. You know, I have experienced this shit for myself. A woman with low value, if she feels like she came up on a guy that's high value, she's gonna set him up. She's gonna not want to let him go. She gonna call the cops on him. She gonna scream rape. She gonna do all that shit, bro. You was dealing with a low budget bitch, a woman who wasn't really all about that, bro. I think if he was been fucking with a dime piece, that would never have happened. That woman, let me tell you something. Them women are below average looking, but you know, these women are the worst, bro. They worse than like top tier women, bro. Women who are below average looking are worse. They're worse. You think top tier women are bad? Wait till you get a load. Wait till you get a load of a below average woman that has nothing to lose, bro. We're talking about a woman that's hungry. She probably wasn't, matter of fact, I ain't saying probably. I know she wasn't making a whole lot of money on OnlyFans, bro. Look at her. She's not making a whole lot of money on OnlyFans. You know what I'm saying? You know? And stupid ass, horny ass, you know, this guy, really, you're not gonna go, huh? You're not gonna go. You stuck at the light. Boy, he missed out on his chance. He definitely on that alcohol, bro. He definitely on that alcohol. This motherfucker was sitting at the light, and the shit had said green. He was still in place. Like, nigga, you definitely on that alcohol, bro. You gotta stop drinking and driving, motherfucker. Stop drinking and driving. Drink and walk like me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But back to what I was saying. This woman was, at best, average looking without all the makeup, okay? At best, bro. Those women are more dangerous than women who are top tier. And I'm gonna tell you what. Top tier women got a whole lot of offers. They got money thrown at them all the time. You feel what I'm saying? They don't need to like sue you for rape and shit, bro. They don't need to do all that. They got dudes throwing money at them all the time. Money comes their way all the time. Money comes their direction all the time. And for you to, bruh, be laying down with a female that's like not even very pretty, it shows your lack of taste in women, bruh. That you would just lay down with just any old thing, bro. You don't have no standards. I say a lot of black men, I hate to say it, Black men don't have standards. White men, they thinking in their head, I need the best of the motherfucking best. If I'm coming to Thailand, if I'm coming to the Philippines, she gotta be a bad bitch for me to travel 8,000 miles from my home country for her. She gotta be a bad bitch. And I see this shit time and time again with the passport bros. Those motherfuckers out there dating below average looking women. Below average looking women. Look at that nigga game abroad. Look at this woman, bro. His woman is not even average looking, bro. She's below average looking in the face. Yeah, she got a big booty, but that don't make her beautiful, bro. The big booty don't make her beautiful. You still gotta kiss the broad, god damn it. You still gotta kiss her, bro. The fuck you doing, bro? You guys are fucking up the gang, bro. You too hungry and thirsty. You feel what I'm saying? You out here dating women that you shouldn't even be dating. This guy's worth millions. And he out here dating with a below average looking woman, bruh. You're worth millions. That goes to show that black men don't have a whole lot of standards when it comes to dating outside their race. Like, you fucking dummy. She would have never ever had been on my roster, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You know, she would have never had been on my roster. I'd be like, what? I went through homelessness and chasing the bag for this bitch right here? Hell no. I would have scarfed at her, bruh. You feel what I'm saying? I would have sneezed at her. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, hell no, I didn't go through hell to get the bag, to get this woman right here, bruh. Are you fucking kidding me? I survived homelessness. I survived everything just to get the fucking bag, and this is what I get. A woman that looked like her. Fuck that, bro. Just because she's white, it doesn't mean that she's all right. You feel what I'm saying? Just because she's white, it don't mean that she's all right. She got to be a bad bitch for me to be fucking around, bro. And that reminds me, man, you know, this type of stuff, man, it make you want to date women that are around your looks level. But that's not going to be realistic for a lot of dudes. You might say, you know what, once I get the bag, I'm dating average women only. That's not realistic. You're going to want a bad bitch. I try to say that. I try to say, you know what, man, this shit is scaring me to like average women, bro. This shit is scaring me to average women. I might as well stay with an average woman, you know, my face match. If this is the problem right here, man. You know, if the problem is bad like here, I'm like, fuck. This shit is bad out here in the streets. It's that bad? A woman suing you for rape? Talking about $50 million? Really? I knew this shit was open. Hold on one second, guys. You kind of stuck in a hard spot, man. Yeah, you could date a woman around your age, but these women are are destroyed mentally, bro. You can't pair bond with women around your age. I tried to, man. Let me tell you something real quick, before I go any further. I just met a female that was around my age. She around 50, she about 42. And she has no children. She's never been married. Okay. And when I talk to her, I can see she's been badly hurt by a lot of men in her past. Like I can see the demons, in her soul. You feel what I'm saying? You know, older women is not a good, it's not a good deal, man. I might say some shit every now and then about maybe I should stick with women around my age. But then I talk to women around my age. They're not open to love, bro. They're not. You feel what I'm saying? The female I was talking to, bro, okay, she's around 42 years old. And when I talked to her about settling down and getting with just, one man and possibly getting married, she got cold feet about it. And I could tell by the expressions on her face that she was not trying to find somebody to marry and have children with. She just not, she's scarred from the past, man. And you can't do anything with women around 40 something years old. No, you can't do that. Maybe a 30-year-old, yeah. But with a 42-year-old woman, you can't do nothing with that, bro. It's not gonna last. The relationship is not gonna last, bro. You gotta get your woman at least 10 to 15 years younger than you. You have to. She gotta be at least 10 to 15 years younger in order for this shit to work out. A 30-year-old for me will be nice because, you know what? She's not fixed in her ways. You know what I'm saying? She's still got a whole lot of learning to do. Nah. I know what? Short Asian chick, and we talk every now and then when I come around, right? Because I got a spot that I hang out at, and she comes outside from her work, and we chop it up, we talk, and I'm like, whoo, man, maybe she could be like my girlfriend when I get the bag or something. I'm thinking in my head, but then as I talk to her more and more, I start seeing that she's hurt and destroyed from her. Her previous relationship fucked her up. 50-year-old woman. Sorry, Sean Breezy. I know you in your 30s, man. You got some life experience. But I got more life experience, bro. Trust me, bro. I know what I'm talking about. The woman got to be submissive. 50-year-old women, they're not submissive. 40-year-old women are not submissive, bro. You can't do nothing with them, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They gotta dedicate themselves to you. So if I sit back and I talk to her for only 10 or 15 minutes, at a time, I start gathering data, okay? I start gathering data. Is this woman wife material or not? Just by talking to her. Ask her a few questions here and there, testing the waters. You just don't jump into the water. You put your tippy toe in there and see if it's cold or warm enough. You know what I'm saying? Test the water, making sure it's not super hot, making sure it's not super cold. And this woman right here, she's a no-go for me. I thought about giving women around my age a chance, and I was open to this woman that I just was talking to, man. Cause Kelka, I'm not a bad looking dude, bro. I get certain women's eyes. I do. Especially a woman around my looks level and below my looks level. I get certain women's attention. Not all of them, but certain women I get their attention. And I know that I got her attention by her just sitting there talking to me for long periods of time. And we talk for a lot. We talk a lot, basically. You feel what I'm saying? Uh, Me and her talk a lot, almost every single day. And I'm gathering a whole lot of data, bro. She is not the one. I'm sorry. She's too scarred from her past. She got too many demons. She'll be a female that's about what I'm doing all the time. You know, be able to guide her, bro. You know, I'm 3 years older than her, but I won't be able to guide her, bro. I won't be able to be the leader. There's a reason why she hasn't gotten married and she hasn't had kids, bro. And I can see why. Because she's scared of commitment, bro. She's scared of being with a man long term. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? You know, it's her mindset. Sean, yeah, she could be beautiful at 30, but trust me, bro, go ahead and try to date one of these women. You'll see that it's not for you. These women are gonna be worried about, are you cheating? You know, they're gonna be worried about that, man, all the time. Man. I'm telling you, they're gonna drive you up the wall, bro. But Kale, with a bag, there's so many 50-year-olds to choose from. Nah, it's not that. It's not. Let me tell you something, Sean. Trust me, bro. A guy with a lot more experience than you, man. I've been with a woman that was older than me, and throughout the years, I tried to make. As I got older, when I got older, I started seeing that I wasn't attracted to her no more. I wasn't attracted. I wasn't attracted to the way she was. I wasn't attracted to the way she looked. Now, in his case, he's 50, so his lane should have been like around a 30-year-old woman, bro. You know what I'm saying? That should have been his lane, or maybe at the least a 27 or 28-year-old woman, bro. Like that should have been his lane, at the least. But what I'm saying is, when we try to make it work with older women, and this is coming from experience, Sean Breezy, just listen close to wisdom and knowledge. This woman won't be submissive towards you, man, because she's been shaped by society. Talking about, I don't need, man, I can pay my own bills, I'm independent. That's what they start screaming around a certain age. They're not screaming that shit when they're in their 20s. Trust me when I'm saying this shit, bro. They don't scream that shit when they're in their 20s. Talking about I'm strong and independent. You know, they don't say that shit at 22, 23 years old, bro. They only start saying that shit when they get fed with the feminist agenda. They only start saying that shit when they get past a certain age. They get over 30, 35 years old. They start saying that shit, bro. They go through the system, get an education, and thinking that that's enough to like please a man, or thinking that, you know, that's what we care about is their education and shit like that. They live too much life, bro. You cannot turn a 50-something-year-old woman into a housewife if she hasn't been a housewife. That shit has to be trained from birth. She has to be trained as a housewife from birth. She can't all of a sudden snap and turn into a housewife if she hasn't been that her entire life. Look at young Jeezy. Look what happened to what he tried to do. Female that was in her late 30s, close to 40, and that shit ended in a motherfucking car crash. Okay? And I saw this car crash coming, before this happened. I was like, damn, he's marrying that woman that old like that? I said, this shit ain't gonna work. I made videos about this shit with Jenny Ma and Young Jeezy. Go back to my videos, nigga. I mean, damn, I done made a lot of videos, but go back to when I said that Young Jeezy and Jenny Ma was not gonna work out. This is a car crash marriage that's about to happen. And it fucking did. What the fuck did I tell you niggas? I came out of the blue, bro. I think I could look back. Maybe type in Kelcat, Young Jeezy, and Jenny Ma. Go back and listen to that video when I told you, nigga, this shit wasn't gonna work out because she was too old to marry. She was too old to marry and too old to be in a relationship with, bro. You guys gotta understand. We don't want women around our age. We don't. We might say damn, look at this shit. I might need a woman around my age. But sometimes that be drunk talk coming from me. The next day when I wake up, I be like, damn, what the fuck was I talking about last night? And he can't do nothing with her. She done had kids already. She got stretch marks. And it's even worse when she hasn't had kids her whole entire life. That means, there's something wrong with her. Sub-5 stalker. That bitch haven't had no kids. And then look at the way she act right now. Sub-5 stalker. Haven't had a boyfriend or a husband or no kids. That's a huge red flag for a lot of men out here. To be 40-something years old and not have any kids, or not have any, not have a husband or a boyfriend. That's a huge red flag. You feel what I'm saying? So for him to try to get with a 50-year-old woman, damn, she gonna be trying to tell him what to do all the time. She gonna try to dominate the relationship. My ex-girlfriend, bruh, don't get me wrong, bruh, she gave me some respect, but she didn't give me full respect. Like, I couldn't call no shots around the household, bro. When I was with my girlfriend, that was 9 years older than me. And now that I think back, I was like, God damn, this bitch was leading me on the whole entire way. She knew that we wasn't gonna have any children. You know what I'm saying? So she led me on for like 12 years. Because I got older and I got wiser and I started seeing the games that a lot of these women play on younger dudes. A woman who's older than you, bruh, she got a lot more experience than you. She knows what she's doing. You don't know what you're doing. You in your 20s. But she 35, 40, she knows what she's doing. She got leverage over you, bro. And I used to always wonder why my ex-girlfriend talked to me like I was like a teenager all the time. Right? I remember when I was younger, and I was 20-something years old, and she was like 35. And she used to always talk to me like I was younger. I mean, I was younger, but she used to talk to me like I was a teenager. She'd be like, and then so what? Go ahead. And, oh, okay. So she was always talking to me like that. But now that I got older, I started realizing, like, that bitch talked to me like I was a teenager, man. Because I'm at that level where she was. Now I'm 45. You feel what I'm saying? And at the time, I was 10 years younger than her. So she had 10 years of life experience over me. And that's a lot of years. You feel what I'm saying? That's a lot of years. She knew that we wasn't gonna get married, or maybe she might have thought we was gonna get married or something. But she knew that we weren't gonna have no more children, bruh. She had me thinking that we were gonna have children. At the time I was young, I thought I wanted to have children with her, man. But the moment she stopped herself up, put that little diaphragm coochie and diaphragm thing in her coochie, the moment she did that, you know, that's when I knew that, damn, I might not have babies with this woman, man. But I was so young and so stupid. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you can try to do that. Get with a woman that's around your age, but it's not going to work, baby. You can try, but 99 times, 99% of the time it's gonna fail. You feel what I'm saying? 99 times percent of the time it's not gonna work. In your mind, you're thinking like it could work. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll get a woman that's around my age. But it's not gonna work. She needs to be at least 10 years younger or 15 years younger. 10 to 15 years. Like me, a 30-year-old would be a sweet spot. That's fine. I can still lead the way. You know, maybe a 27, 20, late 20s or something like that. That's a sweet spot for me. I'll deal with females 25 to 30. I said it before, bro. 25 to 30. Because these women, when they get older, bro, they get stuck in their ways. I'm telling you. That's why dudes go younger. You feel what I'm saying? They get stuck in their ways, bro. You gotta be careful. What I mean by stuck in their ways, let's say, you come in, you're taking charge of the relationship, right? You're dominating her. You're telling her where we gonna eat. You're telling her, what park we going to have a picnic. You're calling the shots in the relationship. Young women will let you call the shots. Older women won't let you call the shots. Why? It's because they already been around the block. They've been to certain parks. They've been to Vegas. They've been everywhere. They did a lot of stuff. So when you say, "Hey, can you hook that up for me? Can you put that in the bag real quick? Because we're going to the picnic spot," and she'll be like, "What do I look like to you? I'm your secretary?" Younger women will do it. They'll be like, okay, all right. They'll listen to you. But an older woman should be stubborn and stuck in her ways. What I mean by stuck in her ways is meaning that she's been doing a certain thing for a lot of years, and when you come along and you try to change that, she's gonna be like, "No, I've been doing it this way for this years. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my daddy. You're not my secretary." You feel what I'm saying? We're like, wait a minute, I just wanted you to put the bag inside the car. Can you do that? No, why don't you do it? They're hella argumentative, them older women, because they don't like being told what to do. And a younger woman would do it. I seen it happen before, back when I was doing LA boxing. There was this girl that liked this. He was an Arabic Chad, or I think he was a Hispanic Chad or something like that. And he was dating a girl at LA boxing. And I seen her coming in, like grabbing his stuff, hold it for him. You know what I'm saying? Like catering to him. You feel what I'm saying? And my ex-girlfriend would have never did that. When I tell her I need you to like put your voice on the track, she don't want to do it. Cause I was doing music, for example. For example, my ex-girlfriend was Filipina, but she was born in the Philippines, but she was raised here. She came here when she was 4. Okay. Uh, like for example, I was doing music a while back. You guys know I was a music man at one point. I was a music man, and I had big dreams. And she was in the studio with me, and I liked her voice. So I was like, babe, can you put your voice on the track? Can you say something? Because I want her to say something because she had a soft, feminine voice, and I wanted her to do that for me. She wouldn't do it for me, bro. And I was like, come on. I'm like, put your voice. I didn't get mad or nothing, man. I just let it go, man. I was just like, whatever. Right now, I would have been mad. If I would have told my girlfriend to put her voice on something, because I like the way her voice, her sexy voice sound, I want her to fucking do it. I don't want her to argue and wrestle with this bitch. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, babe, can you put your voice on that track? Because I wanted to have a response between the male and female on that track. You know what I'm saying? Like LL Cool J used to do. You know what I'm saying? He used to have a female, you know what I'm saying, doing it and doing it and doing it well. Doing it and doing it and doing it well. You feel what I'm saying? I want that interaction between male and female on the track. She told me no. What's up with it, man? She told me no, I don't want to do that. So I left it alone, man. I never got the voice. I'm mad. Now that I think about it, I'm like, God damn, I'm mad about that, man. She didn't want to help me? Fucking bitch, bro. Because she was older. And she didn't want to do it. And then, like, I needed her car for something, and she wouldn't want to let me drive it because she said that somebody had crashed her Jeep or something like that back in the past. That's the reason why she don't let other people drive her car. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, they crashed it, so I don't let nobody drive my car no more. But after a while, she did let me drive it. You feel what I'm saying? And I never crashed it. So it's like, it's like older women, you can't do nothing to them. I mean, you can't do nothing for, what am I saying? Older women, you can't do nothing with them, bro. I fucking asked my ex-girlfriend, can you get on the track, say something? I wrote it down, and I was like, say this, and I'm going to say that, back and forth. A call and response. Feel what I'm saying? The interaction between the male and female. I wanted to capture it. She had a sexy voice, my ex-girlfriend. She did. And I liked her voice. She didn't want to do it. I didn't get mad at the time, man. I was very young and stuff, so I let it go. But if it was me right now, and if I asked her to do that, and she didn't do it, I'll be fucking pissed. I'll be like, wait a minute. Get your ass on the track right now. I need to have that voice. I would have been more forceful. I would have been like, nah, you gonna do it, or we're not gonna leave. You feel what I'm saying? If she argue and wrestle with me, then you know what I'm saying? That's what she probably would have done. So I'm like, okay, well, fuck that. Nah, good. No, those type of women, you gotta leave them alone. You gotta leave them alone, bro. They'll hold you back. But she was an older woman, though. And as I got older, I started having a thing more for younger females. When I was younger, I had a thing for older females. I started liking women who were around 10 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I started liking women who were 15 years younger, in my 30s. And that's what really caused the breakup between me and my ex-girlfriend, is that I started to have a thing for younger women. And by the way, I was dating younger women behind her back. She didn't know it, but I was fucking younger females behind her back. Remember I was telling you about the female that said, don't do that grandpa shit with me? Well, she was one of the women that I had fucked behind my ex-girlfriend's back. And I would come home and play video games like nothing happened. And she would come downstairs like around like 8 a.m. 9 a.m. or whatever, and I'm laying there with the controller in my hand like I'm playing video games all night. But really, I was fucking all night. A younger female, okay? Fucking all checked out early. Gave the key to the front desk. I went home and started playing video games like nothing happened. I turned on my PS5 or was it 4 what I had? I think it was PS3. Back in 2010, yeah, that was a PS3. Or was it PS4? No, it was PS3 back in 2010. Back when Call of Duty Modern Warfare Part 2 came out, okay? That's back when that shit came out, and I was a fiend on that shit. Modern Warfare Part 2, nigga, man, I was a fiend, and I played that all the time. We talking about, nigga, I was leveling up all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Behind her back, I was doing a lot of shit with younger females. So then as I kept messing with younger females behind her back, that's when I started to lose interest in her. Because the younger women were more attractive. And I would come home with a limp dick because I couldn't fuck because I've been fucking women behind her back. Settled, guys, for an older woman that was way past her prime. And I was fucking bitches that was in their prime at the time. Okay, I was like 32, 31 years old, still fucking women who were 21, 22. Okay? I was fucking women 10 years younger than me. All right? So a woman that's 30, that's good for me. You know what I'm saying? A woman that's around me, she ain't got no kids, I'll wife it up. I ain't gonna lie. If she ain't got no kids, she's 28, 29 years old, I'll wife it up. That's right there. That'll hit the spot. You feel me? That should have hit the spot for me. So no, when I see women that are older and I talk to them and I interact with them and I start seeing that this woman has been hurt by a lot of men, she's not going to be open to love and companionship. She's not open. She's been hurt so many times by so many men. But you're not going to pair bond with her, bro. Trust me, bro. This is experience talking, bro. This is life experience. This is not what you think or what you might think it is. This is not, what I thought. You know what I'm saying? This is what life experience. When I get with these women and I talk to them and I pick their brains and I be like, oh no, she's not wife material. No, I'll have a whole lot of problems. Recently, this 42-year-old woman, she's not bad looking. She is a 5. Okay, she's average looking. She's nice on the eyes. You know what I'm saying? She look at my eyes, and I got good looking eyes. She got good looking eyes. So we match. We look at each other. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not bad looking, and she's not bad looking. And you know what I'm saying? But just by interacting with her, I could tell she's not fit for a wife. And there's better looking younger women than her out there, man. Us men, we desire younger women all the time, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be a woman around 50. Oh, nobody want that, bro. These women are gonna stay single for the rest of their life. Nobody's trying to wife up a 50-year-old, bro. Okay? And Shannon Sharpe, he's not gonna all of a sudden say, man, let me just get a woman that's around my age. Cause these young bitches, they playing me left and right. Cost me $100 million. He not gonna say that. You know what he gonna say? I picked the wrong young bitch. I gotta get me another young bitch somewhere. That's what he gonna say. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, he picked the wrong young bitch. You know what I'm saying? But he's not gonna stop dealing with young females. He not. Trust me. Just because he got into trouble behind this shit, he gonna continue to date women in their 20s, bro. Women in their 20s, they're so open to a lot of things. They're not closed-minded. They're eager to try new things, visit new places. Okay? These women that are around like 40 and 50, they've seen a lot of life, bro. They've been out here for a long time. You're not gonna blow their mind, bro, with nothing. You feel what I'm saying? You know, you know, you know. So you ain't gonna blow their mind with nothing. Women are fixed in their ways. How many times I gotta like break it down to you motherfuckers? You gotta understand how men. I'm trying to break it down. You can't do nothing with 50-something-year-old women, bro. The relationship is not gonna last. Women who are 50, they got wrinkles, they got gray hair. Okay, they might try to hide it, but when you go home, and most of the times when you get a 50-year-old home, and she take off them clothes, she's not gonna look good as a woman that's in her 20s, bro. I'm sorry. We talking about glucose veins. And some of them 50-year-old women, they got like glucose veins that they can't hide at all. You know, the veins start showing in their legs. They got a mustache as thick as Richard Pryor's or Eddie Murphy. You know, got a Eddie Murphy mustache or a Richard Pryor mustache. You feel what I'm saying? That menopause start kicking in. I'm telling you, you could try to do that. I mean, you could try it if you want to. Go ahead and date a woman around your age if you want to. But when you got options, when you got money, you're not gonna want that. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna want that. You're gonna prefer women that are 15 years, 10 years younger than you. On my case, 10 to 15 years. I think 20 is a little bit too much. Cause that'll be like a 24, 25-year-old. Yeah, that's cool. You know, a 20-year age gap, that might fly. That might or might not fly. You feel what I'm saying? You know, it might or might not fly. But you gotta understand something. Younger women look better. What can I say, bro? This is the world that motherfuckers have created. This is the world that where young women dominate the dating scene. Older women don't dominate the dating scene. Young women do. No stretch marks. No glucose veins. A lot of the females, as they get certain age, their veins start showing in their legs, man. They start getting mustaches. As long as a motherfucking goddamn fire truck. You know what I'm saying? That's not attractive. They start getting gray hair. Pop it up. Gray hair is not attractive on anybody, especially a fucking goddamn woman, bro. You feel what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I'm giving you the real, bro. The reality of it all. Why men go after young females? Why? Why is that? And why is it a problem to like older women who see it as a problem, right? Oh, he's dating that young woman. He's not dating you. That's why he looking for them, checking for them young females. And we will always check for young females. Since the beginning of time, men have always checked for young women, bro. It's in a man's nature. Even if he hit like 50, he's still checking for 20-something-year-old women, bro. They look better. They got softer skin. By the way, a lot of like older women got toe up alligator skin. Their skin is not as soft. You feel what I'm saying? A young woman's ass is soft, baby. I done felt on some of these young women's asses compared to my ex-girlfriend's ass, and it was way more softer than my ex-girlfriend's ass. My ex-girlfriend's ass, when I was hitting it from the back, I grab on it, it's not as soft. When I'm hitting a young woman from the behind, and I was fucking with women who was 10 years younger than me back in my prime, okay? When I was 32 years old, I was still messing with 22-year-olds. That's what made me lose attraction for my ex-girlfriend. Because behind her back, I was fucking with women who was younger than her. And I felt like I could do better. And I couldn't have sex with her, man. Every time we would try to have sex, my dick wouldn't get up, bro. It was like, come on. I kept telling my dick, like, come on, bro. Come on. I couldn't satisfy her no more, bro, because I've been fucking younger women with better bodies. Okay, with bigger asses. I settled. I told you guys, my ex-girlfriend, I settled. Come on, bro. I settled with her, bro. I could have got better than her. She was lesser than me. Okay, she was below my looks level, my ex-girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend was a 5. And at the time, I was 26, 27? I was around a 7 in looks, okay? I was still desired by some of the women. Even her friends were flirting with me, bro. Her friend, Jamie, she was flirting with me with her eyes. I can tell. Because I wasn't bad looking, and I'm still ain't bad looking to this day. But I was a hitter, man, back in when I was in my early 30s. I was a hitter back in my early 30s too. But in my early 20s, my mid 20s, my late 20s, my early 30s, I was a hitter. That was my best years with women, bro. I had no problem getting sex. Man, I was getting blowjobs left and right from random women, bro. I would meet at bars and shit. I would have one-night stands all the time, bro. Can it still happen to this day? Yeah, but it'll be with an older woman, though. You feel what I'm saying? It won't be a young female. It won't be a woman in her 20s. Even when I was doing, like, Uber, bro, I got with this young female, and I had sex with a couple of young females when I was doing Uber. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You know. What time is it? So, yeah, I'm about to end this live in about a minute. Let's go inside the store and get a gallon of water real quick. Like I said, man, I have had women who were better looking than her. And I started, when the moment that we broke up, bro, I started dating young women that was younger than me, bro. Like 5-10 years younger. Hell, I dated a 19-year-old when I was like 37, 38 years old, right before the pandemic, when I was using enhancements, okay? When I was using the drugs. You guys remember, if you've been following me before the pandemic, back in 2017, 18, I was on enhancement drugs. Okay, I was on steroids. The steroids that would drop your body fat percentage down to 0. Okay? But I'm being way too dramatic. It don't really drop your body down to 0. It wouldn't drop your body fat down to zero, but it would drop it down lower than what you could do natural. Okay? So my body fat percentage was around 10% body fat. And I was yoked. I was on steroids. You guys remember how swole I was when I was on that trend, bro? I was swollen like a motherfucking goddamn, like a swollen thumb who just got hit by a fucking goddamn hammer or something. I was swollen. You know what I'm saying? I had 6-pack abs, no problem, bro. Working out 4 or 5 hours, no problem. Cause that shit gives you wings, bro. It gives you better wings than Red Bull. You feel what I'm saying? And I was on that shit big time. And I was dating a young female in her 20s, bro. I mean, and she was 19. She wasn't even 20 years old yet. And I was on a date with her, bro. Just the fact that I got that far, it says something about me, man. Like, goddamn, this nigga still got it. He still got it at 30-something years old. And now I'm 40, 45. So yeah, do I still desire 19, 20-year-old women? To me, no. No, she gotta have a little bit of experience for me, man. 18, 19, 20, that's too young. She need to learn how to suck a dick first or something. Cause I know a lot of women past 25, 30, they know how to suck a motherfucking dick. But, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It depends how bad she is. If she's 19 and she bad, and that ain't something I never had before, yeah, I'll give her a chance. Like if it's something, like she was just bad and she was like, take me, Kel, take me right now, devour me. I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm gonna devour your ass. I'm gonna eat that ass up. you know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Like that female at Starbucks, bro. She's like a 4 in looks, but she got a nice body, nice ass on her, man. You guys remember when she passed by in the beginning of the video, she was like, "Hi, Kel. How you doing, Kel?" She's a 4 in the face, but I give her a body. A 7, man. But she ain't got no breasts though. But from the waist down, my God, that's a nice fat ass she got. God damn. You know what I'm saying? But I'm superior to her in the face. She's below me in looks. Even though she's younger than me, but her genetics is not as strong as mine. I got better genetics. Matter of fact, if we had a baby together, that would be a come up for her. You feel what I'm saying? If me and a girl that's a 4 in looks, with the fat ass, okay, if we had a baby together, that would be a come up for her. She would have access to better genes. My genes are better than hers. Even though I'm older, it don't matter. I'll fuck a Nicki Minaj girl over this woman right here. You know what I'm saying? I'll fuck Nicki Minaj over the female at Starbucks. Because Nicki Minaj is prettier, even though she's 40, but she's still prettier than her, even though this woman is around 25. You know what I'm saying? Nicki Minaj got better genetics. You know what I'm saying? And she gives me the play and says hello to me, even though she coming out of the bathroom. She always says hello when she passed by. And that makes my day. Shit. It makes me feel like I'm still desirable. You feel what I'm saying? So nah, man, back to what I'm saying, bro. Like this situation with this guy, situation with Sharpe, the situation with Sharpe, bro, he fumbled the ball. And this was easily avoidable. Especially looking at this woman and her looks. You feel what I'm saying? That was easily avoidable if Shannon Sharpe would have had some type of fucking goddamn standards. Like, oh no, I ain't falling for no 6. What I would have told that bitch was, let me see you out the shower, butt booty naked, with no fucking, no makeup on before I come over there. And let me see, without no fucking Facebook magic, no beauty filters, none of that. Let me see you straight out the shower. You don't have to show no naked body parts, but show me your face out the shower. And I know what your body look like, but let me see your face out the shower with no makeup. The moment she would have showed me that, bro, I would be like, oh no, I'm ghosted. I'd be like, hell no. Hell no. Kelcat got standards, even though I'm broke, even though I don't have any money. But I'm not gonna be going long term with what Shannon Sharpe was going long term with, that bitch wasn't even top tier, bro. She was average or below average at best. What was you doing with her, bro? Yeah, she gonna fucking fuck you up. I told you about these below average looking women, bro. I tell you, they don't have anything to lose. They don't have a bunch of rich men in their fucking goddamn DMs. They don't got a bunch of offers and shit, bro. They see you as a fucking lick. Below average women are the fucking worst, nigga. I keep telling you niggas this, bro. Below, I told you, I have experience with sub 5 stalker, bro. She wanted to ruin my life, bro. She wanted to ruin my life. You feel what I'm saying? They're worse than top tier women, bro. Because they're extra hungry. Top tier women are not extra hungry. They got men coming at them all day long, bro. They don't need to be suing nobody. They got men offering them money, trips, boat trips, you know, cruises, trips to Dubai, trips to Thailand, trips to Africa, trips to Brazil. These women get it all. They top tier. But when a nigga roll up on a motherfucking bitch that's a fucking 4 or 5 with a lot of money, in her mind she thinking like, no, this is my only time to get money. Ain't no other man that's dating me like him. I don't have any top tier men in my inbox. He's the only one. So I'm gonna get his money because that's the only time I'll be able to get something. There's no other chances that I could come up. Now is the time. Now is the time. I told you how low bottom of the barrel women think. You're talking to a woman who's not that desirable by top tier men. She's not that desirable. She see you. Oh shit, this is my only chance to get rich. Ain't no other chance to get rich now. I gotta get this nigga, man. I gotta get this Negro. I gotta get him. Cause I ain't got no other options. That's how sub 5 stalker was treating me, bro. She had no other options as good as me. So she kept harassing me, kept on trying to ruin my life because she didn't have the options. You think that if sub 5 stalker had options, maybe she was like above average stalker, right? She wouldn't be stalking me. She would have like left already. She got value. You think if she was like at least a 7 in looks, you think that she would be stalking me every single day? If she was a 7? Hell nah, man. She got too many dudes after her, bro. She be like, nah, fuck that guy. I got other options. But when a woman ain't got no options, that's when she becomes dangerous. And I told you niggas this before, bro. I told you niggas this right before the Shannon Sharpe shit happened. Remember, I was telling you how dangerous, like women at the bottom, women who don't have options. I told you how dangerous they are. They can ruin your fucking life. Look what happened to the motherfucker who got shot when he was asleep by the judge. I guarantee, bro, I put that on everything, bro. I guarantee that he was above her looks level. I guarantee that. These women, once they get a handsome man that's above them, they don't know how to fucking act. They don't know how to act. They're gonna act a fool, bro. They're gonna try to make your life a living hell for trying to let them go so easily. You as a man that's above them in looks, it's easy for you to let these bitches go. Cause she's like, bitch, you bet, bitch, I done had better than you. I done had women who are more attractive than you. Hell, the women in Starbucks, that female with the nice fat ass over there in Starbucks, she looked better than sub 5 stalker. You know what I'm saying? She looked way better than a sub 5 stalker, way better. And she showed interest in me. Okay? The other shorty pants. You feel what I'm saying? Shorty pants showing interest in me, bro. Shorty pants. She showing interest in me. Look way better than a sub 5 stalker. Way better. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, I could better than this bitch. Let me move on. Not so fast, motherfucker. This bitch done stuck onto you like glue. You the best thing that she ever had. You think she was gonna let you just walk out of her life without getting your money? And you know what I'm saying? You think you could just do that without her, saying some bullshit? Without her fucking up your life? You must be smoking. She ain't got nothing to lose and everything to gain. You talking to a hungry wolf, man. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You talking to a hungry wolf out here, bro. You get around hungry wolves, you'll see what I'm talking about. That woman with Shannon Sharpe, she was a hungry wolf. Ain't no top tier man checking for her, man. So when she finally got one, she was like, yes, I finally got me a top tier man that have a lot of money, but he's not trying to marry or put a baby in me. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna fucking get his ass. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get you guys to understand the mindset of a person who's at the bottom trying to come up. And when you're at the bottom trying to come up, when you're at the bottom of the pit and there's no rope and you finally get a rope, man, you don't want to let that rope go. It was like Shannon Sharpe threw the rope down even though she had no other ropes to climb up, right? He threw the rope down. He was like, come up here. I got you. I'll save you. And the moment she started to climb up, he started cutting that rope. That was her only chance to escape poverty, bro. Feel what I'm saying? That was her only chance to escape poverty. You gonna cut the rope on me, bitch? I'm gonna fuck you up. Just wait till I fucking show that something. He ain't gonna just cut the rope on me. And that's what happened to him. What's up with it, man?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm good. I gotta have Gatorade. I'm sorry.
Fast and reliable solutions from compact business to help turn your business.
And yes.
That's it, man.
Performance boosting. Storm preparing.
How much?
42.
The Cardozo Law Offices can provide you with the strength to fight, the courage to lead, and the compassion to listen. Call today for a free consultation. The Cardozo Law Offices. Just straight results.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a nice day.
You too, man. I had to get Gatorade because I need to lube up. Water don't do nothing for me, man. I need Gatorade. You feel me? Gatorade is better than water. It hydrates you faster. And she was a ticking time bomb from the get-go. He wasn't really paying attention because he was so wrapped up in the pussy. I understand that part. You feel what I'm saying? He was so wrapped up in the pussy, but he not peeping what he was doing. Like, you picking a woman that's very at the bottom of the barrel, man. You throwing her a rope, and she ain't got a whole lot of rope. She ain't got a whole lot of motherfuckers throwing ropes. She gonna be pissed off at you when you try to cut it from her. And that's what happened. We tried to cut the rope, and she got pissed off about that. She didn't have no other ropes. So she said, fuck it, I'm going in for kill. I'm broke, I'm dusty. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no money. I'm barely paying my bills with this OnlyFans shit. And he ain't gonna just cut me off like that. I told you that's what happened to me and Subprime Stalker. I tried to cut that bitch, bro. She got mad as hell, bro. Being a narcissist that she is, she tried to ruin my life after I cut her, man. I try to cut that rope. They don't like that. These narcissists, they don't like that. They think you owe them everything. You feel what I'm saying? That's a narcissist for you right there. You know, they think they think you owe them everything. No, you owe me everything. A damn 10 million, nigga. Fuck your 10 million, nigga. You owe me everything. That's a narcissist, bro. And she around average or below average looking, bro. Ain't no other rich man checking for her, bro. If I was a rich man, I'd be like, nigga, please. I did not go through homelessness and put all that hard work in so I could get this woman right here. Fuck you. You can suck a bag of dicks. So she saw it was her only chance to escape poverty. And she did. He gonna settle with her in court. He gonna give her like 15, 20 million. You know what I'm saying? And she did. That was her only chance. And it worked because she knows the system is working with her and against us. The system is working with her and the system is working against us. She know that. And whoever's in her ear, they know that shit too. They know the system is working against men, man. They know that they're not gonna give us a fair shake, bro. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't gonna give no man a fair shake. You owe her because you raped her, bro. You gotta give her $50 million for the rape. Like, man, that's why you gotta be careful with these bitches, bro. I'm telling you, man, it can get real crafty out here, man. It can get real crafty. That's why you gotta be careful where you put your dick, man. When you got the bag, you gotta be real careful where you put your dick. I learned that lesson the hard way. Trust me, I learned my lesson. That's a lifelong lesson. I'll never ever fucking forget it. Sub-5 stalker was a life fucking long lesson, bro. I'm still having nightmares about the shit, bro. I'm having nightmares about the shit. And there was no money involved or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still having nightmares with this bitch, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Because I was stressed out when I was dealing with Sub-5 stalker. I didn't know what her plans were. I'm like, God damn, this bitch is trying to kill me or something? She gonna get a gun and shoot me? I was paranoid all the time because she wouldn't leave me alone, man. She's a dark-skinned China girl narcissist, okay? She was tan-skinned, you know, China girl narcissist, bro. She didn't want to let me go. And every single goddamn month that went by, I was getting more worried for my safety, bro. You stalked by a woman. She's a woman, bro. It'll still stress you out because women are still capable of killing you, man. Women are still capable of killing you. It don't matter if she's a woman, bro. The system, they don't see it like that, man. They see you just taking advantage of a woman and all that other shit. Like, this bitch is a predator. Women can be predators too, bro. Fuck all that bullshit. Fuck what they got to say, bro. Women can be predators too, bro. I'm still having nightmares about Sub-5 stalker, bro, because she's stressing me out. Always biting my nails, wondering if she gonna come and kill me or nothing. I'm like, this bitch won't leave me alone. She keep coming around here, you know, throwing coffee on my car every single day of my life. And I told that raggedy bitch, I said, get the fuck away from me. You guys remember how it was? I was recording this shit. Go back to my other videos how I told that bitch to leave me the fuck alone. I said, bitch, get your fucking dirty, ugly ass away from me. You's a dirty, ugly bitch. Get the fuck out of here. She still wouldn't do it, bro. She still kept stalking me. She kept throwing coffee on my car. She called the cops on me, bro. I had to leave. When she called the cops on me, bro, I had to leave, bro. I had to escape from this place. You feel what I'm saying? Because she was trying to ruin my life, bro. These bitches try to ruin my motherfucking life, bro. Try to have me put in jail for no goddamn reason. Because I wouldn't sleep with her ass. I'm telling you how these narcissists, how they think, bro, and how they are. And the bitch that Shannon Sharpe was dealing with, she was a fucking narcissist, bro. She was a narcissist on steroids, bro. I'm telling you, she was a fucking demon that he was dealing with. He didn't even know that she was evil. She had plots for him. She had plans for him, bro. She was recording him. She was plotting it from the beginning. I'm gonna get his money. I'm gonna get his money. I'm gonna get the bag. I'm gonna set him up. I don't give a fuck if the media don't believe me or not. I'm gonna set his ass up. We need the fucking, you heard her say that when they was on the fucking goddamn phone, right? You heard what she said? What did she say? What did she say? Oh, niggas forgot already? How she was claiming to be the victim on the phone? Don't manipulate me. Or some shit like that. Don't do this to me. Don't. Stop. She was doing that to make her seem like she was the victim, bro, because she was recording. She was recording. She was trying to make herself seem like she was a victim and make people sorry for her. So all these Captain Save-A-Hoes and these manginas and these simps will come to her rescue and be like, look at this bad black man manipulating a fucking young woman. How dare he do that? Everybody get the violins out. Get the orchestra out. Get everything out. Start crying. Have a pity party for this young white woman because she's being manipulated by a big bad black man. I'm telling you, bro, that's how they do it, bro. The moment they get people's attention, they start saying, oh my God, he's doing this. And all the simps come out like, man, fuck that motherfucker, bro. Throw that in jail or get some money from, she deserves that money. That's how they do it, bro. They claim the victim when things are not going their way. That's what Sub 5 Stalker was doing, bro. When things are not going their way, they want to call the cops. They want to call everybody. They want you to be thrown in jail because things are not going their way. Things are not going their fucking way. They want to call the cops. They want you in jail. They want to call the media. They want money from you. They want when things are not going their way in their relationship, they're gonna tell you straight up who's the motherfucking boss. Motherfucker, I can get the media. I can call the cops. I can call the white man. I can call everybody. I can make your life a living hell. I can make your life a living hell if you do as I say, or things are not going my way in this relationship. You're not putting a ring on it. You're not putting a baby inside of it. I'm gonna scream rape. I'm gonna scream, and you're gonna be sorry that you tried to let me go or try to cut the umbilical cord. Okay, I guess that's what really happened. He stopped paying her. He stopped fucking with her, and she got mad at that. She didn't like that. She liked when the money was coming in. Okay, when the money coming in, she ain't saying nothing. He paying the 3 or 4 racks every time he see her, like once a month or something like that, twice a month. She got like $8 grand in a month. And, the moment you try to cut that umbilical cord, see her no more, all of a sudden she want to scream rape. She want to, oh my God, I can't believe he did this to me. He put the penis inside my booty hole, and I told him not to put the penis inside my booty hole without the condom, and he did it anyway. That was rape. That was rape. But really, bro, she playing around, bro. She playing the victim, and she destroyed this man's career over her selfish, greedy ways, bro. Over her narcissist acting, selfish acting, greedy acting ways, bro. I'm telling you how women do, bro. They claim the victim when things are not going their way. Their manpower is 911. That's their power right there. Things not going their way, they call 911. They go out there and they start like claiming grape. They start claiming grape. Things are not going their way like they wanted to. You ain't putting a ring on nothing. You ain't putting a baby inside of nothing. I need a payday from this nigga. He's my only option. That's good. Ain't no other option out there. Check it for me. Ain't no other high value man to check it for me. And that he made a mistake. He was dealing with women. Let me tell you something before I end this video and show you where he went wrong. He was dealing with that no other high valued man wanted. That was his huge mistake. You got to deal with a woman that other high valued men want. Okay? That way it won't be an issue. She got options, you got options, everybody's satisfied. She got other niggas paying her rent, she got other niggas paying her bills. You feel what I'm saying? She got other niggas giving her thousands of dollars. She don't need your money. But when you come across a bitch like her that's not making a whole lot of money on OnlyFans, she's a average at best looking chick, she becomes the most dangerous bitch, and she could become your fucking worst nightmare. I gotta go. You guys have a good night. I'll make a video when I wake up. Peace out, take care, and bless. I'm out.